Okay, welcome all. So today in our previous class, you have seen that we have done the center line, okay, of the footing. So today we will see how to name it and mainly how to make a table of it. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so how we will give the name? So let's see. So in this footing, you can see that. Okay, so this footing we can name it as A. See, A grid line is cutting, and one grid line is cutting. So we can name it as A1. So this one is we can name it as C B and one B1, C1. Okay. Here also A2, B2, C2. Okay. A3, B3, C3, and A4, B4, C4 respectively. Okay. So these are the names to be given to the column. So you can do also like this, like you can copy it, copy, copy this, bring it to somewhere here. You have to scale it, okay, to a small scale. Just click here and you can scale of this dimension. It's okay. So you can now you have to, let's say we are naming it as C1. Okay, so this is named as C1. We are placing it in the middle. Okay, now copy it, take this and place it here. So this is C1, and now just place it here. Okay, so in this way you can name it everywhere like C1. uh, you can name it like this, or else you can just understand from the grid also. So now what we will do, we will make a box, okay, and we will denote the items in it. So let's start. We are making it here. Okay, taking it's a green color. Take the ortho on, make a line. Say we are making a line of 2 feet. Okay, wait a minute. Line say 5 feet. Okay, and here we are taking as 15 feet. Here again we are taking it as a 5 feet. Okay, and again we are taking it as a 15 feet. So just a random. Okay, it's just a random thing we are taking, not any. Now we will divide this, okay, in some parts. Let's say we are dividing it one from here, and we will now make some offsets, like offset of say 2 feet. Okay, so 3 feet. Okay, again a 3 feet offset. Oh, it's coming to 2 feet now. Again offset say 3 feet. We are making an offset of 3 feet. Now make an offset of, let's say, 1.5. Okay, and again offset of 2 feet. Okay, now make an offset of say 1.5. Okay, and we are making another offset of say 2 feet. Okay. Now what we are doing, let me trim this line. Just we are moving it and move it a little bit. Okay. Move it a little bit. Okay. Let it remain like this. Okay. So you can do the scaling later on. Just trim it. Just trim the line. Okay. Now enter the text here. Let we have to write the detail of footing. Okay. Detail of footing. Now we will change the style. We will change the style. Okay. And we will bold it and we will write it in a different color. Okay. So this color, we will just move it. We will just move it a little bit. Oh, okay. So now what we will do, we will copy this thing, copy and just bring it. Okay. Just bring it here. Wait, copy it here. Move this to a little bit down. Make a offset of say 1.5 feet. Another one. Okay. After that, we will move accordingly. Okay. Okay. So now what we will do, we will just copy this and move it to here. Here. Okay. Okay. So we will write here footing. Okay. This is the footing, and this one will the column number. Column. Also, you can write it as column only. Okay. Now let's modify this writing. Okay. We'll modify it and match the properties with the others. Okay. And we'll select it. Just increase the size to 4 inch. Make it bold and remain it white only. So now what we will do, we will match the properties of this with this. Match the property. Okay. And this one. Okay. Okay. So we have done it. Now what we will do, I think this has not been bold. Okay. Now we will copy this. Just copy it and paste into the next, and again to the next. Just edit it, or it is overlapping. Okay. Press X space B. Okay. Here it is D. Okay. And there will be two direction. You can see that detail of the footing. Here you can check the footing. One See, one bar is this bar, the main bar. This is the main bar, okay, and these are the distribution bar, okay. So we are assuming it this direction, this main bar direction as, see, I am coloring it, this, okay, this bar yellow, this yellow bottom bar as the LX direction, and we are taking that direction, the distribution bar direction, as LY direction. So we are writing it here. So what we will do, we'll copy this, just copy it and paste it here and paste it again here. So we will edit it. Okay, this will be the LX direction and this will be the LY direction. Okay. So now this is of no use. We will delete the plain beam is writing. Okay. It is of no use now. Okay. Then we have to do the representation. This this representation is the main, as because in the drawing what you have given, that the bar bender will not see, but this thing you are giving, that will they will see and do the work at the site. So you have, if you made a mistake here only, then entire thing will go wrong. Okay, if you are in the drawing there are some mistakes, it can be overlooked, but if in this representation, in this table there is some mistake, it will, the site will run wrong. Okay, so let's start. Okay, the footing number. So we are, so these are the column name. Okay, the C1, so the column name, and we are assuming it as there are two footings. Okay, there are two number of footings. If, see here every footing dimension is same, say 5 feet by 5 feet, but we are assuming two number of footings as because we are assuming that there should some reinforcement rebar diameter change. So uh, we are assuming that there are two, as because we are not making this side, we are assuming that there is F1 footing and there is F2 footing. So in F1 footing, both dimensions are 5 feet by 5 feet, F1 and F2. But in F1 footing, we are taking that the main bar and the distribution bar are of 10 dia. But in F2 footing, we are taking it as the main bar and the distribution bar is as 12 dia. Okay. So for that, we are making two footings. Let's see, copy this only and just take it to here. Okay, it is a big, so we have to scale it, just scale it. Okay, this, okay, move it from here to here and now name it as F1. Okay, and again now copy it and paste it to the bottom. Okay, and name it as F2. Okay, F2. Okay, so where will you get that? Where I am telling that we are assuming that it is a 12 dia bar and it is a 10 dia bar. How can you get that? There we can. So nowadays there is no done as manual calculation. Manual analysis is not done. There are software that do the analysis like ETABS. So when the structural engineer will design it in the ETABS, so he will get the reaction, the footing reaction, foundation reactions. By calculating the reaction and taking the soil bearing capacity into account, so he will get the foundation depth, foundation width, length, everything that we have taken as 5 feet by 5 feet. Foundation depth we have taken it as, say, 2 feet. So here it is 1 feet and the slope is of 1 feet, 2 feet maximum, 2 feet 5 inch. Okay, so this depth are will be extracted from the E-tabs. Okay, and area of steel also will be decided of that. So there is punching shear failure, many things is there. So according to that, we are not getting into the calculation part. So we are assuming that there are two types of footings. Okay, so we are taking it that this with the A grid all the footings are of F1, means 10 diabar, and with the C bar also we are taking it as all the footings are of 10 diabar. But the B grid we are assuming it that here the 12 diabar is coming into account. Okay, so we will provide in this A bar A grid. A grid means this vertically all the footings will be of 10 diabar. All the C grid along this vertical line we are taking it as 10 diabar, and B with this vertical line we are taking it as 12 diabar. Means yes, along the A we are taking as F1 footing, along the C we are taking as F1 footing, and along the B we are taking as F2 footing. Okay, so we are starting. Okay, the column naming will be done a little bit later. I am doing it. So length into breadth, you can just copy it, and paste it here. Now we have to edit it. See, 5 5 feet by 5 feet. Okay, and you have to copy it here in the bottom, as because the dimension are the same in both the column, in both the footing. Sorry. Okay. The depth, I told that depth of the footing will be decided uh, taking into account the ETABS reactions, the mainly the FZ reaction, the which are coming into account, and also the taking into account the soil bearing capacity. So depth, we are assuming that we are taking a depth of uh, 2 feet, okay, or 24 inch. So whatever you are representing, we are representing as 2 feet. Okay, just copy it here. Now we have to edit it. Okay, just edit it as 2 feet. Okay, copy it, paste it into the bottom. Okay, so it is done. So along the x direction and along the y direction, we told that LX in F1 footing, the both the diameter bars we are taking it as 10 diabar. Okay, so what we will do, we will copy this thing and bring it to here. Okay, we'll bring it to here. Now we will edit it. Okay, so we are providing 10 diameter symbol come percentage C 10 diameter bar. Okay, at the rate 6 inch center to center spacing we are providing this. Okay, so just we have to now what we can do, you have to scale it. So we are moving this a little bit. Now we are moving this. See, let it, if it fits. Okay, move. Sorry. Mm. Now we are moving it. Okay, so mm. So we will copy it here also, as because we are providing same thing in both the direction, in LX direction and in LY direction. Okay, so it is done. Now what we will do, now we will name the column. So see, if you come here, see along the A direction there will be A1 column. Okay, A1 column, A2 column, A3 column, and A4 column, and along the C Along the C, let me delete it. Along the C, there will be C1, C2, C3 and C4. So we will name it here. Okay, we will name it here. Copy and paste it here. Okay, so we will name it accordingly, like A1, A2, A3, A4, C1, C2, C3, C4. This thing are coming here. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. So we have done it. Now what we will see, we will do the next thing. So next thing what it comes, the only the B grid will be of F2 footing. We have seen it. Okay. So let me do it. So I am going a little bit fast as because these are the same thing I am doing it. So B1, B2, B3 and B4. Okay. So this is the thing. These are the column that are to be F2 footing. Okay. So what change will it be there in F2 footing? We are using 12 bar in both the direction. Okay. This is the only change. So we will provide here 12. Okay. So you can do 5" also. We are keeping it same. Only the dia of the bar is changed. Okay. So now we will copy this thing to here. Okay. So just extend it. Wait. Just extend this. Now what we will do? We'll extend, put the extend command, extend this, extend this, extend this. Okay. Extend this and extend this. So see, we have done it. Okay. So now see, now there is a catch. What? We have done it, but in respect to this, it is very small. So what we will do? We will click the entire thing. Just hit scale option. Hit scale option and click it from here. Just enlarge it up to the required dimension. Okay. Now you can appreciate it. See, just move it. Now you can appreciate it. See, okay. See one thing. One thing in the previous video in the foundation, you can see this images respect to this is very small. This is very small. So we have done it according to the value only. We have given 5" 5". Now what we will do, without changing any dimension, we will just change the scale of it. Okay. We will just change the scale of it. We will make it a little bit big. Okay. See, you can do one thing. See, you can do one thing, that is you can copy it. Click on the block. Okay, we will convert this into a block. Select object. Click the entire object. Hit enter. Okay, name it foundation. Okay. Now you can see it is not a single part. Everything is not a single part. Now entire thing is a block. So let's move it. Let's move it. Okay. So we will move it from here to here. Now we will scale it to a bigger one. Okay. So click it from here, scale it to a big one. Okay. Same thing, you can do it in the beam when you are studying the beam. When you are doing the lectures in the beam, you can just click it and first convert it into a block. Okay. What you have to do? You have to click it here, select object, select the entire object, hit enter, click here is beam 1, name it as beam 1 and press enter. Now you can appreciate it. The whole thing has come to a block. Now scale it. You have to scale it now. Now scale it to a little big one. Okay. Okay. Now you can check one thing that we have enlarged it. Okay. Now if we do the dimensioning of it, if this is the same or different. Okay. So we will do the dimension of it. Let's check from here to here. You can see 10 feet. You can see 10 feet 3 inch. If you convert it into inch, you will see you will get the same value. Okay. So we are winding up the lecture here. So everything we will make it like this. In the beam also we will make a chart table like this. Okay. So we are winding up the lecture here. After that, in our next lecture, we will do the column table like that. Okay. Thank you.